94.7 Asempa FM Sony. It's great to be back. Some 27 minutes after 2 on Ghana's number one, the most authoritative and the biggest political, social, and current affairs talk show, Ekosiisen, live on Asempa FM. It's the show you've been waiting for. Thank you for making this choice. From now till 6:30 p.m., yadi Ekosiisen Jumediano Ebremo. Midin your Saibunsu from EOB. Let me thank the production team for making this possible. Dominic, Kisi Yaboa, Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei, Intiamoa, Eric Opare, popularly known as DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star in Japan. As I said, it's great to be back. How's your Easter? Mijidisen Yoma Ekoye. A month with the Easter new brutal. What? But it was good. I mean, following events from second day with Yesu Asor to Kweu, Ufrin Koko, Ufruko, Miami Chrometi, Bio, prior so, Oko, Obomi, Uko, Obo, Uko, Chenrase, Uko, Betifi, and in Kre, what be punishing now? A month with the Eastern brutal. And almost we did and so did the a month where the deep and easy. But we are back. We are back to do what we know doing best. That's not see 4 hours 30 minutes. The Ekosiisen M'ahiasem, a show proudly sponsored by Compute Ghana, Passion for Technology, Lifeline Properties, Agbeve Herbal Center, Cocoa Milk, Irata Motors, Obapa Product, EcoBank Ghana, Rockstars Roofing Systems, Asa Plus Destination, Sasem Pharmaceuticals, CBG, or see we stand with you, Bell Beverages, Refreshing the Nation, Weber Call, We Care, Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Fie, Dependable Herbal, and Emaros Limited. And you may queen a boy made Ekosiisen M'ahiasem. And Raya Joada was Sankey M'ahiasem segment Bremo and Rabbi Raya and Timiamba, and your mind here Kwabena Sante Ewaha, and M'ahiasem segment no Bremo. And some Ewaho, in some the more duo. And join us on all our platforms on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, and let's stay interactive. Oko Facebook, I just search for Asempa 94.7 FM and post your comments there. First, watch our live stream. You just like the page, watch the live stream, and post your comments. Same for YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, Asempa 94.7 FM. Or Adrian Chenswa, Ubitimi. Ego. There were affiliate radio stations over 16 here in Ghana and over 123 abroad. Live. We appreciate all of them and we thank them for the partnership, and it's been good so far. And I'm talking about Can FM in Salaga, Kesmi Radio in Tamale, Storm FM in Sunyani, and Idaswo FM in Japekromi, Wiase FM Wenchi, Royal FM in Wenchi, PZ Radio, Boase, Cruise FM Akomadan, Time FM Ofenso, Adansia FM Asante Achemagogo, Bankam Radio, Jokwa, Afima Radio, Koforidia, Aseda FM, Second Day Takradio, Chami FM, BBNE, Neje FM Ejura, and at Today's Radio, and so Ewo Ejura. Said the can within your Saibunsu. Omahine Kwabena Sante Atnase. Now I'm told, sir, there are some regular listeners of our show doing the listening. Madam Grace Odonko, I'm told you're an ardent listener of Asempa FM and especially Ekosiisen. Madam Grace Odonko, good afternoon to you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for always listening to us. A happy birthday to Aban Mensa Prisla of UPSA. This from Simon Kwabena Ajeman, Ashanti Regional Team President Chairman, going out to you, Aban Mensa Prisla of UPSA. Happy birthday. And a happy birthday to Mary Nuno, CAF University Team General Secretary. Wensu Efri Edu Aquaben Kenneth, local PUSAC President Aspirant. In the Mary Nuno, or CAF University Team General Secretary. Happy birthday to you. We say greetings to an ardent listener of Asempa FM and Ekosiisen, Jeremiah Kwasin, Regional Executive Director, India Africa Trade Council, West Africa. Thanks for listening at all times. I'm told you are a big man at East Legon. And Jeremiah Ekosiisen, Regional Executive Director, India Africa Trade Council, West Africa. We a big man. We are too much. We want to appreciate you and celebrate you as well. We say Obi. I want to say a big thank you to Vice President Dr. Baumia for the Easter gift, and also many thanks to Kapo Samia Uku, DGNLA, Nana Ekwia Boatin on the way, Abrain. On my hene kwabena sante atnase, ma mema na kwaba na fe yentwaso eni enkomo. And say me introduce on my hene dia onim say April is known for producing some great men. I mean, in comparison with October, they pale into some kind of irrelevance. Oh yes, our comparative way now. But they also have some really big men. One of them, your mind hene kwabena sante. Ebia won't say, but just this Sunday, Enra Echi, ena omai hene edi na woda. And it was a special day for all of us here on Ekosiisen omai hene edi na woda. Enti a big belated happy birthday to you, omai hene kwabena asante. Bibia boko there.
Well, Bibia onyame adom bibia ye boko. I am under the rock.
Yeah.
Nti bibia ye boko. It's one of my special birthdays. The best is still yet to come. It was so special because I am a Christian.
Yes.
And onyame was sorry on the day of me. It is the significance and relevance that it cannot be downplayed. Yeah. And Minku to House of Miracle for a year suffer pain.
I'm
watching. Yeah. At that, no, you know, something I'm watching. Yes. Also, you are too needed to be wasted. And also, from trash to treasure, you know, and or demonstrating from trash to treasure. Now, it's so real. Say. Yeah. There are people who have come across that into contact in that ministry, House of Miracle. Bako na or Pake and Yoma, a yasin Yoma, baby, who could do a restaurant, no. God touched him. That guy is now one of the finest sound men now, what to coin across the length and breadth. Wow. Bako was dead. Testimony near a dance here, dead completely. You know, when you mean na so, you know, emane by back also a situation where more than hopeless and helpless, totally in a trash bin. But when you more trash bin, more kana mo nyame target, you know, enti onyame enam na ho den so ni free trash nim ediba a treasure. So we give God the glory. We give him the praise and the thanks. I mean, taking this opportunity, everybody, thousands of people, Omoji Bre sent a text, a display, some of the things that they said about me. Now, I was wondering on social media, interviews. I'm here in London and UK and Germany. And I said, and the birthdays, interview, you know, but to God be the glory. Whatever. Especially to the family of Asante Daku, Mrs. Fiba Asante Daku, Zimeni Ba. So special, you know, and my kids, you know, Mafi. The surprise is still a surprise to me. Obi any Dominic in a positive manner, you know. It was a big surprise, very big one, you know. Say na kamu de me papa ni mi nuanum nyina ebo na say and who the BT system. You know, and to Olive. Auntie Olive, or kindly, Olive. So you are so special, I tell you.
NCA.
Yes, Olive. So special, so grateful, Auntie Olive, and then everybody. Nana Atuata, Doctor Nana Atuata, Doctor Engineer Nana Atuata, Doctor Engineer Nana Atuata, Jifamko Board Chairman Mr. Mankwa, Charles Owusu, Kofuri, Welbeck Kofi Ampedu, Obo Ghana Post. You know, Black Eye, Efia Mankwa, Diamond Chira, You know, it was so splendid. Alaji Collins down that name, it was Nippon, you know, I can't keep saying, but the American say, a catcher me say, Minkosumbre me hoase, na men try say, may no quaffo. I'm a nipa, and your Maya me PFM near Busia, me PFM. Honesty, humility, and focus. Are very, very important in life. And the fear of not men, but the fear of God. You know, men they obi. You know, I have to repeat this statement. The fear of men is the beginning of you know, but the fear of God is the beginning of everything, including you know. Let us not fear men. Let us be humble and let us be respectful. But fearing men, you know, usro nipa, unsunsanso na papa, usro nyame, unsunsanso a key. Oh, nipa ntimi nya ohwe. Ana nipa kura ka nipa because eka nipa anka me birthday a me cake mako be 21. Me nyame adom ne mo bra. Obi a me ye o me bolegatanga me free half. E dey empower my year bro so cry to be appreciated like this. Tenye nipa. You know, e nyame nti obi wo be chew ba ono anasem. Oh, na say. Obo ha ne bo be tintan ba ono anasem. De ma nyame ofa no yonko a eye de no. What people do or say or the scheming and the orchestrations is not the business of God.
Yes.
See it here. Onyame ka kire say China Jackson be Ghana president, nobody can stop it. Ono kwa de ma nyame ye hunu no. His yes is his yes. His no is his no. It is a nyame no na dom ne hu mobro na eguso a. Ye tutu ne o maye because ka nipa nko ade a nyame anim ne kwe na obi ka de bi adameka. Anka de si wo ya bra bom Yesu ne ye twa adwene yo ne nko a. Onyame nye nipa na onyame nso ntimi nye nipa da. We will continue to lift onyame din up. Na ya ka kire ne asa kan forma ye nuanum binum nso a omo de omo free so omo hoodin ne omo nyansa na omo de kwa one day apart from that nkuntebu eda enim no one day onyame bejo kra free nsem nkuntebu continues the next stage in life. As you live your life, whichever business you are doing, a banker, a journalist, a politician, a man of God, a woman of God, a businessman or woman, a freight forwarder, agent, person, middleman, whichever job profession you find yourself in, your watchwords should be honesty and truthfulness. You know, and the fear of God. The fear of God. Ebe boaw ama baby a opese okodu no. Ebe bro so kura ma won tiase. Inti mesre
o can we na imagine you could see James 4.
Yakubu ngoma no.
Yes. James 4 6. And you say but he gives more grace. Therefore he says God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. And you say therefore submit to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you.
Exactly.
Draw near to God and he will draw near to you.
It's a relationship with God. No do the mama for more ya puto or more chi. Good mama for more country. It is a physical and spiritual world, but the spiritual world dominates the physical world. We didn't sit here just by chance. It doesn't happen because you're obi and now your mind, you know. It's the grace and the mercies of God.
The grace.
And we walk through that grace every time.
It gives grace to
yes,
the
of course. It's very important.
Very.
Titi obi so na otunyum so onyame wase daye bebrea ofrini mu na eda nyame ase a ondienti oda nyame ase. You have thousands and millions of reasons why you have to continuously be grateful. You know, it's not about your Lamborghini or your Bentley or putting up one of the best mansions in the world. Because we have people, great people with money, people with real money. Go now to Kolebu, 37, rich, Konfanochi. Go now, go there. So those things, and maybe buy an idea this idea, but an idea. The biggest asset you have as an individual is to have Christ and to live the Christ-like life and to serve humanity with purpose, with a good heart, and to be there for one another. What I say, and we are very important. Ti bijada Apostle Salasi ada CP. Apostolic Empowerment Ministry asafuma na House of Miracle Prophet Samson Amwati na Lovina so ADB.
Okay.
Ono so meda na say there was a surprise picture for me. Me do be a lot of people.
Yeah.
I cannot mention their names and then region I'm free to me da mwase.
I
have region. Na me minister the birthday be do join on the actual go me. They be join kakraka.
You so join by.
Hey minister me could body. I have minister George Boache, thank you so much. All my paddies, I see you for more land than the US for ne. Be another prempe mu nyina mo UK. I can't continue. I gaji mu nyina me da mase. Na the in here kese ne say Friday was the journey that was so painful. That journey, obi a onye from so dem ne nkikawa bia ni no. That symbolic journey, no, very relevant. I don't see that exercise, no, for 3 days, no, a heavy spiritual exercise that if you follow and you follow well, I won't show because a positive one. So from Friday, the Saturday, and the all white praises on Sunday, no. These 3 significant days on the Christian calendar, no, I am sure that we have gone through it. Onyame ba krono don no e de ho abebo afore amaye. What is incumbent on us? Nyese odo anu fafa na ka say bibi awu abrabo me be sore no. Ufi say I awuntin asore say the Christ wu ya or sorry in the answer so no. Mesre, it is true that there was and there still is a resurrection. But that resurrection is dependent on you, Kwabna Santi, you Obi, you Jackson. Timisre, let's take advantage of the resurrection power and ensure that our love and patriotism towards the country that we find ourselves in, Mother Ghana, Ebesisa, we need to demonstrate that we are patriotic. We need to demonstrate that we love the country. If you do these 2 things, core values anyway, if you demonstrate it, Ghana na every merisanti a person fan into my papa frano. That Ghana ever fan into my papa frano. And this is to Christians and Muslims because we are one.
Yes.
Christians and Muslims, we are one. We have a bigger responsibility as people of this faith to ensure so ansana Muslim for every 2nd May or so, no. And he said the country is been sanctified. And he said Muslim for mindset I renewed. San and he said Christopher mindset no I renewed. Mr. Mama me be keka enimu nkyere nyame so mpa ne mu ahodene de yenyan to baby. What we have done as a country is that we are a country of talkatives, continuous lamentations, but implementing whatever we have as a country and ensuring sustenance continues to be our problem. Hitting hard at one another, misrepresenting situations, playing mischief, and political propaganda continues to be the order of the day. We cannot entertain
renewal of mind.
Yes.
I mean, a country with 71% Christians, so-called, you believe in the death and resurrection of Christ. We go through the process into Easter, but what does Easter mean? It shouldn't be just you preach or pulpit. No, it should be part of your life. Indeed, say only yes we wua, only yes na nebu my day. Sorry, so sorry. Ne was say usubai. How you see your country, how you are committed towards your country, your sense of nationalism, everything should change. And was say any yes sorry at day. And you don't have to go back to your office and now and they. Sorry, Sunday na be na a convention be we and holiday where did he come and ne udru 10 a.m. About 1:30 wa for back upon
wabre
onzo so wa Easter
wabre
yes we wu sorry
wabre so obi say ye kasi ye kan de bia meka we are doing the same old things but ye a change. So when me say a 3-tier conversation, we are saying about other matters. So we, you see a select kase.
Yes.
So my Ghana ehu mobo. Emma wa kwenya se be ya kandifo from the president to his appointees.
Yes.
Sebi munye nyame ahobrasem. You cannot lord or intimidate citizenry. It's not true. So, in all humility, from the president through to his vice president, all cabinet ministers and all other ministerial appointments or whatever observed to the MMDCs, it is to them. Eye onyamia dum ana Ghana ehu mobo. It's not by your might. They should understand. Eye onyamia dum na Ghana ehu mobo. Ani ya poni Ghana to me bi dia ma say. If you na bia e dey anim no bra now call a minister crown director general and MMDC okay you are not guaranteed even the president except say if people show the back nobody is guaranteed even the 4 years because man proposes God disposes it will you pay mu bia or man Ghana mu bia no get this understanding that you are a servant sa shirena obi baye minister and na DC ye bo shire to santene ebo pin ye twem wo
your cultural practices
ye twem wo bi o mi ko man si kracha asudi e dam so nya powder bo
obi wini
asudi e dam so no
assembly members to abana o wini
ye nya powder bo because we say ofi say ye dwuma kitwa bi na akoye ana sesika bi na akofom ampa so dodo na betwem kone ene nyina yi o go so fom egu so fasika.
So that's how your system no.
So
create that way no for them.
It me say to this first group of people, you need to understand why Ghana chose you. To His Excellency Obia, in this case, the President of the land, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, to represent Ghana's interests through his appointment. Now, for now, if you know MMDC school feeding projects, you know, oh, Jama party.
I'm a party.
Jama, you know. Yeah, yeah, friend, your best edgemano. Enough friend, your best edgemano, but that's unfortunate. That's what's going on.
But one thing, so encourages hard, you know, man, and say, also this thing in the Bible say we should give honor to who honor is due. Ain't it? That's for Christians. I don't know the version in the Quran, but say political leader be echo kremu sorry them. And I say kremo dem and I say oba sorry dem seat ben here the man say
front.
MP DC
Front
minister
front
president ekwa sorry dem bi emu front and obetna pastor to say not in you know ain't yakwa could do level say nipa ne political leader yama ne power and if the person is misgoverning just say DC you know and you are out me party say oh what it in so ba sorry them ho yama na yi or sa na ema na yintoma and nam from na otietia in the sensitive members on the he's on top of the world onye adwuma kra na ye bona
because we are vulnerable, we are poor and yenye ya just be free poverty because they be a kwase wa bontin this country yenye ya desi e be try say be independent because na ya desi be independent and ka sha say empower yanka say ho your businessmen and our citizens obi soya no pa ni project e wo nyina say from ministry to ministry or your party foot soldier. This is the employment that you have given him from ministry to ministry, agency to agency, department to department. Anintia yenye to abama be your minister intino a minister na yen shese woman bibi na odi bibi. That's the country we are building. Over time we are building individuals and ne sa same sia oka sonko for even 20 Ghana cedi emra non fa meto asase kwana a big problem because we have just developed a mindset to say me for so am me party ba NDC and NPP me pa me nyehwe me kwa foot soldier. A country where obi me catch on the office bia na I am monitor almost everybody's interest now, doctors, engineers, accountants, but journalists, everybody wants to be a politician. We have a problem in this country because politics should not be attractive because you're a business person making good money, you're a doctor making good money, you're a lawyer making good money, you're a teacher making good money, you're a journalist making good money. Why would you want to enter politics and say what you must set up one business?
Why? And the excuse they always give is I'm going into politics to serve.
Oh.
It's as if say we are a doctor, you are not serving.
Please.
Why? Sitting here, we are serving millions of listeners.
Please.
So we are doctor in that district hospital. You are serving everybody in that district.
Please.
You get it, didn't he? We should get that mindset. Yes, and not yet something I can against career politics. Some people also have to go into politics. The end of the day, you have to go into politics. But
nobody
it shouldn't be the all in all. I say, when you enter politics, we are seeing now, baby. To the extent, say, about party primaries near there. Look at some of the things that happen.
But if you have people, young men, they have to make comment. If you have young men in this country, or maybe university, business skills, and their mindset is that with, apart from traveling outside this country, they can't make it out. If you cultivate this habit, you don't even understand why you're a Ghanaian. We need to get to a point where presidents will be healed in this country.
Yeah.
They will not go to South Africa, France, Germany, Holland, or London, or US. That's why we are attaining pure independence. Yeah. How do you get out of school? And the mindset is that Manko Brochra Canada. Why? And it's a canker, and you're dangerous for us as a country.
I want to say that no, you discuss this hard way, you know.
Yeah.
You put a program, Madame for Bako frame, and also na OTA. Now, so OTA not to see a Kikasa, you who you ne bufu. Say your name frustrations, what system, and or entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And also, even as an entrepreneur, the frustrations that also go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. We recognize,
of course,
those challenges.
Sabi. Why? We are like them.
Yeah.
We are also going through the same process. Yeah. If we don't rectify, why never rectify? If we don't sacrifice for Ghana, who is coming to sacrifice?
That's the question.
So one for Emma Ghana, you know, why never for the team now? Hospitals all Ghana,
Yeah.
School system in and said I work for a if all of us we decide to leave this country, who is going to ensure say Ghana be? We also have opportunities to go and stay outside.
Yeah. A lot.
We have the opportunity. Baby, it will get to a point, no. Obi abekoni krom. Because no me be ye wo amano no. Wa obeba inti se wo bibi ya. I say also nko krom da. Enti wo krom kwan, ukrom hospital, ukrom post office, ukrom bibia enya wade so. One day in your old age, even in your prime age, there will be something that will push you to your village. You do one and say yes, atinga be atinga. You don't care about Africans. You don't care about voter region. You don't care about Enche. And you don't care about Draboso. You don't care about the northern region. Especially our brothers from the north. Amababo Sisi, Amaye Kokotako, Kwankoja, Modemo, the strongest one. Because Crochich, Obisi any brace a betch to the Yankasia region. Before I buy a crowd in a home, the Babasoma. Which is a region piano, a reasonable upliftment.
Yeah, development.
Now, Robert Rankan, Kokotak. What's that about 38 one crime? Ukrom Crowny die, Uko here and a party, Ukoda Hotel. Why can't you contribute towards the success of Ukrum? Oh, by the El Chairmanu, sir, and crime. Udu Akurasia, cap pressing poor foundation cranial. It's incumbent on us to be responsible. Me say so sika, and you what is our deal? And to Ghanaian businessmen and women now, most more here Juma. GR reformuntie. The way I'm dia frustrations, intimidation, and to Ghana businessmen and women. So I'm wondering whether you do that to the international companies. The way they frustrate Ghanaian businesses, the way they frustrate them. The way they frustrate them, facilitating a process for a Ghanaian business to even stand firm, a problem.
You're frustrating now.
You're frustrating, sir.
You know.
Sir, number 2, whether a businessman or woman is politically exposed in this country, we should cut off that mentality. Obia chichira maka 1 second. No do we na Ghana ni munyama we pay yo. Or your MPP ni NDC aba. Or NDC ni MPP aba. Now you move in. We develop in circles.
And the Yane say
we develop in circles.
We do this and we complain, say you see the name stable against the dollar. Because the point is, if you don't consciously build your own businesses, now more produce more how? But again, the irony of the whole situation is that man say offer GRA. Now say GRA set a target a chunk of the money they get from their target if report. If report. Port on so then the foul. And you import and export here. Inti on one hand, no. Oh, so say mine, no. I was so producing new ma. Here on the other hand, target how the amount or tax authority, no. Majority of the target if report. Port on so you turn at
say we talk, we don't work on what we are talking about. Because only 1992, how many businesses, local owned businesses, and a Ghana for business. Dusikado Duanano, Ejina Ghana. It is a good time if you talk. I say, power no more MPP and this no domba. They toss around now. Baby. Now, say, kakra. Your balance scale now. Maybe they be mad this example. The broiler project, where the intent was to ensure the importation of this frozen chicken. No. You bet me yesterday, and this is by Hanabisu. Almost started with 60% importation, 40% consumption local. They empowered the Dako farms, the Akate farms, the which whatever, Honor Boris B. But what happened? What happened? But there is a cabal everywhere you go in this country that seem to think, say, they are the controllers of the country.
Unfortunately, but again, it all comes back to the ideology and the mindset of the man in charge of our Greek. In Mekaise, the last time we hosted our Greek minister, the example of Nigeria, up. Well, so Nigeria for almost started local production of rice, set me ramp up. See, almost banning importation of rice. The response, was like, oh, the Nigeria for the show come out. And why?
Guy, no, you're money free, and the Ghana for your treat,
and I'm like, that attitude for me was a bit problematic, and it's the same thing. So now, aqua poultry, because we cannot say we want to be self-sufficient in a way. Now you started from your agric.
Exactly.
That is one was a fundamental. In akoko. Because why should your poultry farmers be crying? And we waste money importing frozen chicken. And we've built very powerful people
telling you.
Some of the very influential people at the port. Frozen chicken importation. And you cannot. We are just supposed to break your more. You are joking.
No, political parties too, they are going to those personalities and companies to go and take money for campaign.
For campaign.
That's the biggest problem we have.
Yes.
That's the biggest problem we have.
I'm very simple things to say. Even implementing benchmark. Benchmark ultimately it was supposed to help grow local businesses. So
now one can crowd buy no.
What you are saying? You are good at
I'm saying that conscious and even those threats people should stop those threats. No road, no vote, no light, no vote. People should stop those vain threats. We should get a leader in this country who will just come for a term and change the status quo. And no one does so. On both the political side and the citizenry.
Yeah.
What is this? You can't say me a solution for Mother Ghana with the interest in ourselves. You say, we are good, we need to build capacity as a country, not dollars to dollar.
Yeah.
We cannot allow every day people who take the dollar outside, not Ghana is They should get away with that threat.
No, but I wish the political class, this passion, this boldness, how would they say?
What is this?
Because sometimes, when votes are dangled in front of you, because the point is,
Obi, what do you want? Who near your political party? And I'm telling this to the MPP and NDC. Who your political party? You want your name to go down as a leader of a political party that really changed the status quo of this country. You want to follow still the tricks? That is why the doctors all the time will hold you by the neck. You call teachers say, this same problem has been in this country from 1982 years old. The catch your teacher for cross sack, they be other threat of strike. The same old issues this country faced of 1992, they be a cross sack for and the same thing. They be a doctor for qua. Now, my activity doctor for any end of service benefit. Why? So when they come to power, the things that they put in their manifesto and stand on the various political platforms and talk about, when they come to power, if you hold them by that thing, it becomes a problem for them. Please, and all your citizens now no this, no voter, for vote to Afghanistan. We don't care again. It's the development of Ghana. Just school fees, buy, school placement buy. Troubles. 95 cities to 150 Ghana city. Are we mad? Troubles. From 95 cities to 150 cities. What is the problem?
Imported troubles.
And people say. But if you have a mindset of people who still park in the middle of the road, allow the traffic to flow. Na passenger no ultima who play Ghana ye or no credit do mamma no papa in atem. Let me take this opportunity to grandma we wish that he would mills. Now, me wishing yakona, me way. Ghana Fonti. And we will be woody on me monitor Jana my we need to change our narrative as a country because we are cursed. See, so any no ba John Mahama, His Excellency. Ni etime dinner time fini papa so abesi ono ane so for political reasons. Nanado from the papa so besi ono ane so. Dark Heward Mills, who are short for and now, but you see, how can you think foolishly like that? How can you think? You are heartless, you are senseless. You are, in fact, forgive me, you are so stupid.
In these times,
also you are short for Jobano. Hey, na Christo no cry in the chino design. Christo no. And people are so comfortable addressing these revered people in society. You see, might be only people talk anyhow in this country. Abnormalities have become normal in this country. That's why younger people, in terms of platform, we don't give people chance to come and talk rubbish here. If we don't shape the narrative of this country is cursed. We shouldn't be intimidated by anybody in this country because what we may catch up on back. Especially the politicians. You have no idea. You know, it is not a question from their heart.
Yeah.
What they want you to do, you're not doing it. You're only free. Only choice. Only choice. It is Michelle.
No, but can't dag the impona. Actually, imagine you see baby so say. And I think I've said this here before. Say we should cherish some of the leading light I
bring you down.
And I've said this. If you want, it is all the wood, over Facebook, what lighthouse, Easter Friday service on we Independence Square. And if on mine, and I've said it here, say the only international brand we have, local brands are international from Ghana. It's the church, and for the church, at least I can mention the Church of Pentecost. I can mention Lighthouse Chapel International. But these are churches more present in over 90 countries around the world. If we have people like this in our country, we should jealously guard them. And not just say, omunya boni, omunya mistakes. But we don't have to have that mindset, say, Akwawe Kosoro or too powerful, so let's bring him down. It is not done anywhere. But why? You think Dangote, Nibibia or in Nigeria, song. But you can see, say, the state, the Nigerian state, is behind him, trying to push him to build himself and pull other Nigerians along. And I think Bishop Dag and what he's done with Lighthouse Chapel, he should be an example of the people we should cherish in this country. Omoya Bonea, yes, we should say it. But it should not be destructive criticism. And mostly, your criticism in Ghana, they are destructive. In Nipana, the office, the Ochas and him in the church and the entrance, and the end, can't say what book from and only a pay. It is constructive criticism. Let's cherish people like this.
Now, Bana David, no, be the David. Now, our stone boy, no,
look at how we tear them apart. Look at how we tear them apart.
David don't need baby. Yes, you'll be the one. Now, or Nico for money. Now you're strong boy, no,
and some useless rivalry binti. We tear these people apart because maybe you're strong boy. It is we tear these guys down.
These people to
And
the
I'm like, Charlie, who do we think we are deceiving? I mean, look at the picture. Look at one church pulling this crowd. I mean, you don't have to deliberately want to bring a church like this down. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't. We don't have to. I mean, you may not agree with this position, but and that is why Dangote, because Dangote was pushed by the Nigerian state. You know the story. I mean, what your friend is saying, this Obasanjo did with Adenuga, with Dangote. Yes, these were self-made men, but the state pushed them. Because time oil blocks, no. Some people Adenuga sky a diversified coin to telecom square glow, and now he's one of the richest men in Africa. And we should be deliberate and conscious. We should forget to because so what are your natural resources in this country? Tema oil refined. See this is a state company. It's not working. What is in Nigeria? Dangote see oil refining for in Nigeria. Big, very, very big. But who are gold entrepreneurs in Ghana? It is already the multinational companies now. Australia, your friend is saying, Australia, UK, US. To your gold. Na trade kwa. Your gold now you want to pay Ghana near because say Ghana took gold for 100 years. Through your gold now you to know. This is the Ghanaian. Said you know Nigeria. Say your telecoms are obebo Adenuga.
We don't have it.
A salt, cement. Obebo Dangote.
Yeah.
And we see oil refinery. Ghana wine.
You be go animasi.
And we think it's funny. It is not funny. Because if you don't do that, US is US because of these entrepreneurs are minor a building, the Henry Ford and all, Rockefeller and all those guys. Because ebe shape the private enterprise philosophy America say Yankon could do that level. And that's something President Kufuor started, if you remember. I mean, the Zoom Lions, the engineers and planners, and all those and through that intervention, engineers and planners, the contract mining, Gold Fields Ghana, contract mining, one of the leading gold mining companies in Ghana, or more mining operations, it's a Ghanaian company, fully owned Ghanaian company. But you have to be deliberate and build capacity. You get it? And there's waste management companies in Africa. You cannot mention 5 without mentioning Zoom Lion.
It's not possible.
You have to be deliberate as a country and look at the employment they've created. And it's Takwa. Almost half of mine workers in Takwa are paid by ENP. You got, and that is how you build countries. When the
term is politically exposed business. And so what?
And the politicians, we have to tell them. Politicians now, why you just all be a career politician? Concentrate and do the career politician, Ejuma. Now they are politicians and fighting with businessmen for contract everywhere. Why?
Bibia cutting corners, connection, forgery. This country is so serious for us.
Fighting with businessmen for contract everywhere. Concentrate. What was all your politics are? Do the policy in your mama and allow businessmen to do.
Politicians should demonstrate truthfulness and honesty. Politicians should not write for writing's sake in their manifesto, which is their social contract. They should not. Now, because they hold you MPP by what they have said in their manifesto. Baby, key amongst them, their quest to fight corruption, family and friends. I'm a graph na see form. So what is it?
That's it. And I think they are. Say EIU report now has told them.
I'm a graph na see form.
If they want to win, they should check corruption. Here, one major issue. Corruption infrastructure.
They are talking English.
Corruption infrastructure.
They are talking English.
You remember the last meet the press and we crack president the next meet the press here.
Well, this president, set the timetable. It's a sign of fault. Or why on the timetable necessary for a regular activity? you can't fault him that much. But sometimes now okay, can't to
it's something that should be done. It should come back.
It cannot go all these years without meet the president.
But I think so far in the fifth year, right? Fifth year.
Six.
We're sixth.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, but why you meet the president 2?
Yeah.
2 out of 6. That's unpardonable. That's really unpardonable. And I think the handlers should watch that. Eugene and the rest of the team. It's something you would have to watch. The press would have to.
The public and civil servants. Almost several Ghana. We respect them so much.
Yeah.
But some of them, I wish that there's a place in the Public Service Commissioner which will be so idea and now the council and yet transfer keke. You better punish people in this country.
We have to go back to the law.
We have
to
check
punish people. Check the law.
Yeah, didn't make us say. You know what we will. Obit me didn't say Monica Cho say. DNA transfer.
We built powerful unions, and the unions they be ana.
Transfer. But Charlie, so most people say a change of my Ghana and interest levels, a change the interest of Ghana there. Please, the core value of us as citizens of this country is to be patriotic and demonstrate love.
Yeah.
It is Obi made the resurrection on common yedi kadino and send the beba adamates. So in Yami, if we don't change our mindset, we are going to call it still in Shoto 3x4 New Town, Achimota, Eyi Bebia, Rabba Nasifwa, Eyi Babigu Montenso, in Shoto Kakreya. If we in a buy, Selfino, Obia new creative from Ethiopia and FM Wabidu Ghana. We created it. Assemblies is do one now be minimum say sika no mu news say mo try common fans so me say mo jive na mo create ways out I bet me am assembly no et me move on into action. Na mo nya proactive assemblies ni who say market be springing up on area or bet na wa sha e dey say we also feel na me collapse market na Patriotism.
Hona we are yentoma no more disabled because politician there you know the vote bape you are disabled, you know.
Oh yeah yentoma
you are disabled.
Etimesre the assembly should go back on the drawing board. Yewra obi amu ane dambo twene na na atwatamo.
Yeah,
go back to the drawing board. The assembly concept, you know, we have to relook at it. Either they are not really understanding why they are there, or they think that they are only
and I hope say more consultations leading to whether we vote for these MMDCs or not. No, I hope they've not abandoned those consultations, because I think lasting solution Baku would be to go back and vote for MMDCs. And one of the things as a country we have to be, sing in one voice. Actually, we need to vote for MMDCs. Ade Baku will say now to me very, very important, because that's the only way we can get out of this quagmire, the quagmire we find ourselves.
Oh, Master, road safety authority, correct?
Yeah, road safety authority.
It's a collective responsibility, even though Mono chunk of the responsibility, only MTT before.
Yes.
But you see, Mesre, from the driver to the car owner to the station masters. Station masters got to do don't do not the peche. Peche. At the station, already the answer.
They be no
now I call creative office Papa Kwana say development progress. Timi kapana GPRT for 7 about say for years GPRT intiminya any strong formidable car station
proper station said you were Achimota ebi ne ho GPRT
jina ho beka sasa sa
who calls no more politicians that them sa no proper station pa correct pa omunye
bi Mama ensure that we have one Ghana, not two Ghanas. Yeah, ensure say you be di nukrama Ghana, ni you be dog Ghana. Na ye hunu say party bia ni ho a obeka ban mu sa kopima febol.
Yeah.
Eti ene your contribution towards this particular administration successful will help you the next time you come to power.
come to power. That's true.
But if you come to power now the SSO will implement it. Akoye buachi bidinya now the amassing of wealth is your priority, then we have a problem.
Oman Obi sir, Obi, good afternoon. Check this out. The current trend in our country is that all foreign companies hire 80% of their management staff from outside the country. That is why you see a lot of companies and still graduates are looking for jobs. Please, what I'm saying today, this info was given to me by an immigration officer. It's heartbreaking. And I'm when the drift now. Because I think last week Wednesday, say timer video be by of Lebanese nibi out. No, you saw that video, right? We were discussing many Duasare, Chairman Alote and Akojo Boatena German. And this thing came up, say one of the things they've done well, some of these foreign-owned companies, and I said they've consciously built economic power. Well, in the end, Osha, the big malls in our country, and I don't quite idea about and I mean, this is a country, supposedly, no, Tonaton, a major business venture into ye ko Dubai akofa nioma ye ko Turkey ye ko China ye ko Togo ye ko akofa nioma aba, but local players in that space ni now play at the level of Tudu, Okaishi, Makola, waje shop ba kubi oho. Now the big malls in this country are all owned by foreigners, you know. Enti ama omuba no be build this high economic power now. They think they can do everything. And no chema junior CB so say, even for Ghanaians nimpo na omo a struggle building companies kakran. You know say ene majority of these big guys only omo din komo omo say omo management staff no omo nyina ya abrofo.
Yes.
One firm free India, na omo free China. And now so obekwa kofa Turkish abrofo bi as the management omo na managing the company.
You ask yourself, why? Well, we ask ourselves why. Now, Tiana catch us a Kotia diamond, company Naji Bruni Nebeya. That's the first mindset. Two, if you give it to a Ghanaian, well, you better anyway, a better family business. On the number for you, different. Ghana for the door now, bedroom with the mindset, you be neako. We are becoming too dishonest. What engage you be where you know? Would you say ombe bois na impia ni swade mu no there be obetu tokoro na we no agya woko
there ya no so be say kwa kobie
exactly
a similar
rivalry company na wa wako barbering saloon kura wo yi uti no baba na ti ono akagu aso wo say wo na wo dey no akata ya utaba be fee fast me aya ka je we dey time to go no me fee fast me be as company na say ope efie service company say
kotua obetua am obi aba
you fast you fast
unim said no na me ko change me car tires no enti baby am call a brand new nice place in me call na omo ka say omo tires na on brand new there na me pay brand new tires unim say guy no be ka go mas man I couldn't believe it obeka go mas say oh open brand new out there. You me fast. Meet me and you fast now. You
fast.
I was hey,
you fast.
And we are Juma.
Yeah, but
are you serious?
Kona kaso packet 20 mu. Sani pana ono e kati corners no or packet 20 mu. Now ni honey ejina. Baby akwa mind for him for your friends here cry. Was crop. You just only go play because say I say casa do or 30,000 wa fa mama. One man baby billionaire. I'm fighting. This is Jackson cracking. I am fighting the thing. You bumpire ma immigration for customs for Ghana police service. They more military. You ma empire special on these people. You ma nyami grace no. Any Ghana who do and toma come out. That's how they will be. We are dead. Me na mi jina wana make catch na wo say illegal mining and na galam say nya papa. Obi kura sa nya akukudo na yo mumi kura. As a kasa do. Any 30 or any 30,000. Within a month, a baby billionaire. If you can't stand your God, you're going to look out for 30,000 Ghana cedi. The end product is that you make money at the expense of the bigger society.
Yeah.
We are not questioning them. Religion
without spirituality.
Yes.
religion without spirituality.
Yes.
That has been a lot in this
Yes.
country. And maybe I may say, when because and maybe I'm on phone how humongous the problem is. A buy eduma a phone enu 700,000. There are over 10 million people who are eligible for work in this country. So we 700,000 free more saying aka. Those are people at the private sector and a bit me a foul. It is a private sector. Ghana for only be a numa. Now ya buama numa ni gua. What are we doing to ourselves? Have we thought about it from that angle? But nipa ne dia, me a businessman. Me the misika na ashim. Say me what the wherewithal to pay obi from India. No bit ma be hwema adwuma ni ya ma. Me fa na free India.
Exactly. Obama results.
Obama results.
Oh, you are looking for results.
You know, and it goes against that Ghanaian where we school. No?
Obama
It
results.
wunya opportunity. Please. Ghana ni adwuma.
Makachi also your bomb and you from so bomb for any breakthrough. Actioning it is good. What bomb we you action it, you get the job to do. Me see na me catch on than me ye mobile money was easily. A running in a phone so what's in the mamma na friend. That's my catch.
Yeah, okay.
Me I'm sharing also. Because let's talk about now. Ebia a legal police on me. Because me I'm sharing also. Well, we cry so I didn't make my hammer. We buy money shops a boo or into the men share also na me come baby. Me jina ho, me see every me care my bejino for more than 4 minutes. Madam, me send this sika mobi. Oh, me mama and me say, hey, can't you tell your mom that you are the workplace? Because me mama do. Me say you know, we are and son was up and we catch him merchant guy and say, oh, nisika or snatch nisika
and nisika and so and I'm not me ko way your friend is saying, many domi be changing your oil. Oman unim say one Saturday I drove through traffic because I wanted to get there before so I to prunim upon ako. Me drew na omon pon omon to prunim. They were there after na omo prepare ba pon no omo prapra ho na ade. Oman can you believe say after getting there the guys told me say oh oma me disike ba be tieska o. Also oma pon in the men ko emfa ne ho. And they were there when you say be oma to prunim ko. And I mean, now, my number, I'm afraid, owner Nankasa. Man, or yes. Said these are guys from Mobe Page, you man, no that form of patch. Customer, the Sikaba. Hey, Charlie, it's terrible. We say, Obi, we are crazy as a country. We are simply not proactive. No plan, no direction, and the system is too porous. The assemblies are not working. I am an assembly member from Kumikrom electoral area. Eric Tete Froku, in where the assembly member on workers assemblies now not working. This one says, good afternoon, Obi. Please, in case you've forgotten, Action Chapel International, we also have over 100 branches across the world. Why? You like mentioning Pentecost too much. Anyway, kindly extend my warm regards to Omai Hine Kwabena Santi. Alfred Kojo Treadles, thank you. And we acknowledge.
Okay, and no, nipa on the Kwabadin. And this guy cram referee or Tafrepa to power more. Oh, what don't we? Yayira ko she be no friend we be. Yeah, we say I'm no condition. Yeah, my name is Yayira ko. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yayira koko. Yeah, there. I have a kuni premier. Me and me nipa ba. Where's Obi? I'm a business owner. Can you believe one of my workers has not Omantio?
Yeah.
One of my workers has not turned up for 10 days. But expect to get paid at the end of the month. Of
course,
this is the 4th month he's doing this. He always keeps work on Fridays and tells me he has stomach upset. Sometimes we Ghanaians do our best, but the attitude of the Ghanaian worker is just terrible. In a Friday, be an yammy na we're free a drum coffee. Charlie, and unim, it make kind of willy. Not they be a willy case. Nyame wa do na unsu be a juma. Who said he
how it feels. Obi, how it feels. And yeah, you make it to a pickers upon you how. Wakachro. Ne how you know say.
So what
in community. Na ye try who too much.
On lighthouse, not just
yeah, Piggy Darcy P. One of the finest writers. Yeah. Well noted. It will be.
Where's Obi? Until we change our attitude, mindset, and behavior, I'm afraid. Elder Samuel Anini, our Finland. Okay. Where's Obi? Good afternoon. My condolence to Doug. Very terrible moment for him. May God see him through. I'm just in love with Oman, but he should be aware that there is one young crazy guy coming into the political arena with massive change, jailing people left, right, center, and making Ghanaians think proper. Eric Tetefroku, young man, Ben.
You know, it's not even about our interest. Continues not to be about jailing people.
Yeah.
You know, there are now several ways, and I understood say even in Nekorano assemblies need be and so much should be, and they've given that kind of punishment. And Ipano, I'm say
community work and
yeah, very good.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. You don't really waste their time to just go and waste our resources at the whatever. You know, it's simple now to deter.
Yeah.
Enough deterrence.
So
we have to do it.
And on my own, say business owners never read the messages about Francis Ando.
Yeah.
On Facebook, so Obi, I have a big sewing shop.
Yeah.
I employed Ghanaian workers and they couldn't work. Their attitude towards work was very bad. Obi, I had to sack them and bring in workers from Togo and Togo and Nigeria. Can you imagine? These same Ghanaians will turn around and tell you there is no job in Ghana.
I was going to tell you that where I show, me money due for where I show.
Yeah.
What the Ghana for the best? You must say what you mean? Burkina for Niger for and Nigeria.
Sewing.
Yes. Now my catch say, Miami yonko ken Japan. Ni fie osi. Ghana for me some call me na lazy people no more than because of boy. He was forced to engage foreigners to do the thing for Adia Ghana for the almost 1 year. You know, comfortable 6 years, 6 months, 4 months. Now don't come back to could do any I sort of phone or moving commerce. About no air or not now. That sense of urgency, that sense of focus. You perceive you accomplish bibi ma yahuni e man eni o ayira obiara so bibia ni so ade hunu ayira but obiara person say kwesi tum ni obiara person say Kenya pon Ibrahim mama obiara person say Kofi Job nyame shirawo ono so power change ye be the MPP for the kaka.
But he's a man with the capacity to do the
job. Power change be the MPP for the kaka.
Who else do you give
this
road contract to?
Kofi Job visited Yoko more than 33 times. Yeah, institutions are done institutions of intimidation.
And
then Ghana almost 70% or 60%.
Local people.
Yes, Kofi Job. Kofi Job, Nyamishra. Yeah, Nyamishra.
Tema the end so.
I just have bias, and none of that.
No, we should. Oh man, and what example are? And I am say honorable. Am I example? What they should tell us, and say as a country, we should focus on building a political businesses. I wouldn't say business way there. On mining a consciously, I agree say we are building these captains of industry, and that's why I was happy. Time and another a power. GIPC Papa and friend is saying.
Yeah, live boy,
Yofi Grant. One of the tasks of the man and they say before so be trying 8 years every year, no, at least we should have 20 world class Ghanaian brands. It wouldn't him say ye bought brand we ye bought Casa Precon. Say whether ye world class, a country it can compete, you know. And say one lose our level now. And anywhere you stand, Obo Adenu Gadia, it rings a bell. Baby Obejina in the world, Obo Dangote, it rings a bell. That is how countries build a. And I was checking the list of billionaires in Africa. Top 20, there is not a single Ghanaian. You know, and these are people who can create jobs. I'm going to bet maybe a 2,000 at a go. You need these people in the country. But what really can government do? Well, it say, yeah, no salary when you bet to say, and the Ghana bet to say, okay, we want to create 20,000 jobs. Yeah, Fred, yeah, in captains of industry, baku bet 20. Obia emia juman fani per 1,000. What would you need? Na abaining the emfa emwamo. Those those are the kind of conversations we should be
having. My community be maybe me body na contract mo dia beto minister ni na MPP penyimu pa original kasi we NDC ni. And thank God the minister said that is nonsense.
No, bit my juma
that is nonsense. Shed penyimu pa original pa na me catch me tiri say na nipa no we NDC ni no ofi India and we be pure Ghana.
Papua New Guinea.
Na wo no de na esesa. Me so me ba betina aka catch say minister we or your MPP.
Or also your MPP ni in the union adwuma free nsem. How do you build countries like that?
Asempa FM.
Yeah, inti ekomba ko ayeko because of this honesty inti ekomba ko ayeko. You see nyuma bi wo ho no mani kwansa amanfrafo no yes nyuma no Ghana. No kura ye ninti no.
You're saying
Ghana for
retail.
Ghana for nkasa
effront
abeji.
Retail foreigners aje. Small scale mining. Omaje. Everything. Didn't you hear the story over the weekend? Yes, Krobi o Kumasi Kwenzo yes say on be blocky Kuma one thing. Oh, almost quoted this. I think I read it somewhere. Me kind one of these online stores said Pampaso.
Yeah, Pampaso.
Almost quoted the Pampaso.
Okay.
Yes, on the Kumasi way. You see, resident in the town.
Yeah.
Kumasi Accra highway no. Yeah. I'm be blocky kwine no. Almost a China for that's the story I read. Say story ne boa in the menso me boa. Almost ya ton kro no asase na kro no. Oma ton de ama China for. Ama China for bi ebubu omo dan na gu. Idi oba black highway no. Enye say yeah. Enye kwan bi e da kro bi nchen finfin bi. Highway Kumasi Accra oma blocking no. Can you believe that?
But as Oman so be careful.
Yeah.
If we are not careful, almost all our prime areas and lands will be taken over by foreigners. Maybe I'm a cartomic day or Madina, and Hoshi, and Ocean left, Ocean writer, foreign companies, and I bet huge, a year for a year on. And you're careful.
FM.
We give too much power to foreigners at our expense. And you're careful. And you're very careful. As Omai.
I don't know, say Pampaso de no, a for mining. Your friend is saying, say for Omanya mining lease, no muka kutu ewo ho. Say a prospecting, no, say a reconnaissance, or say a day, I don't know, say a minerals commission, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. They should let us know because how can a whole town, community, how is that even possible? You know, we say Obi talking about agriculture. One day, speak to Mr. Kwame Sowu Jr. On my own name,
Kwame Sowu,
former board chair of the Ghana Museums Board. Okay. And owner of Villandro Residence, East Legon, and Villandro Sounds at Ho. He is the son of the famous squadron leader Sowu.
Oh, yes.
The man has some fine perspectives on agric. He normally shares on his Facebook wall. Wow, I would love to interview him. Say Obama, if you have any contacts to him, please let me have it. I would love to talk to him. Belated happy birthday to Amai and a special good afternoon to the indefatigable.
Who the belated birthday bar? Please, it comes with
Obama.
It comes with a responsibility.
Say Obama.
Mami did the peche. Now
one man no chop.
One man no chop. One man no chop. Now one man no chop. No the text message you by there. One man no chop. Say Obama. Chop lefa. It bring from face. Edi dija. Eni munan
enam. It also got Chia John Boedu and Stephen in team incoming national chairman and also time as soon. We say Obi. Tell Oman, it's not only the politicians who go to businessmen for money. These days, before you get there, the media people there. Chief Baini.
Hey, Chief, good afternoon. Me Chief Ogache. Now, Mrs. also what is saying? Fiakutu.
Yeah, and I say, too much I read in the system. Yeah. How can you sell a whole town? Abba, Chief Baini. And on do we have Chief, thank you. Where's the Obi? Papasi number 1 near Teacher Mante. The story is true. Okay, in the way Chrono almost Jesse Boakon and all the way Abba. Fred Agbenyon says, Obi, our work ethics and attitude are the major problems. Okay. We are not time conscious. Okay. We are lazy. We are corrupt and think that the businessman who invested his money is a fool and doesn't know what to do with his money. The worker wants to become richer than the investor overnight. God have mercy on us. Meanwhile, when you meet these same Ghanaians abroad, you'll be amazed. The workers in the construction sector in agric are terrible. And at the Kronema Ghana Niko Abruchra, the attitude and the mindset towards work, Esesano. I don't know how we can replicate that here in Ghana.
because,
say I dream Bonio.
yeah, because,
say Ghana ni na dwuma de memwa mi engu no. Say den.
Me good friend back, one of the managers at one of the big companies, so the Abba said, in as much as he agrees with us, about the attitude of the Ghanaian, we should also talk about the Ghanaian employer. How much
and the compensation or the
do they pay their workers? Do they consider their employees as the most important resource they have?
It's a good point. It's a really good point.
So
and I think
both ways.
Both ways. I agree. I agree. But man, I can also show him companies in Ghana on the average. On the average, you can see say these companies pay competitive salaries. You cannot get it right all the time. But some companies really pay competitive salaries with some very good add-ons. But still, workers need be at normal me say WVLC takrade timber companies they go here. Near say workers no war no echi factory no echi no war no in the anwuma mo bepon timber the omo twetwa in the na etwa no omu yi no omo atu afa war na echi egu na omo pon omo akofa asesa de ko. And these are companies that are not more hospital or more BBR, the my workers, so bars, family free fee, everything. Into the Ghanaian, that attitude, and that's what Fred Agbanyo said. Say nipa na nya adwuma no pese overnight onya ska say nipa obi adwuma no into obe article say no oton a na ono afa ni nuro de egu box mo si nchen obi pharmacy na wo te ano no
o ka Fred Agbanyo na masakai Sal mas o prof ani din komode
I said Sal is a cardinal sin. Professor Kweku Azar. In the but easy also continued silence on Sal.
Very bad.
It doesn't make sense.
Very bad.
It no longer makes sense.
Very bad.
Because the point is
very
before
very
elections, yes.
Very
Even before the election, the reasons they don't make sense. But you argue, say, I was a created district. The district has been created. So why not the constituency? And what are they waiting
for?
Very
bad. These are the things that they say I do baby and very bad.
Yeah, it's
very,
just not
very,
proper.
very, very, very bad.
It's just not proper.
Before you proceed,
Felix was lying so.
Yeah, Felix.
Yeah, Felix quite
Oh,
Felix.
Really? Before quickly
Honorable Otomenga.
Obi me do ka.
Yeah, where they facha me mama we jina so watch.
The boy chi papa.
But on him say the communication from production there was some miscommunication where they facha me patch. Why? Me patch. On my now so baby.
No, Felix.
Yeah, Felix
Kwachi. Hey, okay, sorry. And then anyway,
Deputy Communications Minister former. Yeah, big man. Too.
Yeah. But in opposition, in opposition,
okay, you call constituency watch. Constituency.
Yeah. Name more. Now in opposition, one color.
Yeah, one day
very fresh.
Yeah,
very fresh.
Felix, akwa baby aboko.
Yeah, I don't know.
Great. Now, before say you be other issues, so no. The EIU report, no, when you be a kind.
Oh, my time. We can know as far back as last week. And yeah, very new report.
Oh, okay. And what can we now initial reaction here then?
Well, that's a way, sir. You bet me account. Say, and your mum, and the issue. The dick I know. EIU, no, I'm on the wine. You do my band pot, and I'm away. And a pambe no faso eyo medu
FM
etoso mi no asembe mpoti e no maka afa Ghana enkanka abato nsunsu aso a ye hwe no mu se yebenya no after 2024 and asa ensem kae no enyina so oben e na wo honti a omo kasa asa se wutumi e masa nsemi yensa yi ho emuaya na kire se asem no wo bua ni nti edi kan no so we be say you for your fine. And pempe ne pa do na so say omo ye polling agency. Say omo ye nhwehwemu e wa ba omo toto omanfo a eto aba no na omo de ahunsusu so abetuta. But they are not a polling agency. Omo ye political risk analyst.
Okay.
And na omo ye ehuntehu adwuma they go different intelligence gathering.
Okay.
For business and investment decisions for investors. Into omo bo maybe say obi ba or maybe more. Na say subscribe to EIU. Obetumi nya information about the country so that they make informed business
decisions
and investment decisions.
Okay.
Until they are not a polling agency. And I feel so analysis are omoyano. When they say any scientific analysis, of course there are aspects of analysis now. They rely on existing data and on OBN. But omoye analysis based on the visceral feeling of people in the territory omoko. And yes, scientific say omatoto nipa idu ana nipa nwotwe ano anom dia betuka. Nti bo ne say eye de omususu say ensam a omote no man anim no ebetumi akofa aba na omoka ho say. And etoso miensa no the projections they make no are not scientific. It is based on their assessment of the information that they gather. Inti Sahara report yom diabe enye scientific report. A political risk analysis of Ghana. Now baby I'm saying who ebe here Ghana for the no their projections for the 2024 elections and what they believe to be the strategies are major parties no be adopted, especially
yes.
Into Omokase, their baseline prediction. They can't baseline that. Over to me, it will go. As a challenge, their most basic minimum expectation. And it's MPP, NDC, bidding kunim afi 2024 about one. Into I don't know, I actually cry no. Almost to say NDC bidding kunim in the 2024 election. That is a baseline forecast. These are the exact words they use in the report. Baseline forecast. If you have a baseline now, the least expectation they have. I don't know. Now, so our baseline forecast, they give a reason. Almost say, it's fine, say, MPP for a modern more, any a memo, and so Ghana for need to know. I'm Ghana for any before be. I'll make national. At the actual forecast has nothing to do with what the opposition does. Because we are sure say Ghana and in many jurisdictions, every election a referendum on the incumbent.
On the incumbent, yes.
Nipa no chiro magen efa amemwa ekoso say eso ani anase eso. Into the decision to vote against government is based on people's assessment of their performance and nothing more. Exactly my way. Me as well say, they give you KPIs.
Yes.
They give you certain benchmarks. Say, almost better essential. Now, almost to say, more money is so many. They will take a decision to replace you.
FM.
The decision to replace you will not depend on who they will use to replace you, but it's simply based on the fact that more money is so many. So that is exactly what EIU is saying. Say, MPP for money is so many. Ghana for better rate. Now you see, it is not scientific, it is visceral. Say, read the mono. Say, need to form a in the year, of money more side. But a commodity, meaning is a young commodity, a Ghana form. Because it is clear. Say, Ghana for your minus MPP. Now, a memono, I a troca. Sikasem into to a busy basa. A minimum why it I want to tell you near the bresse and a month for a nipper break. A month for one. A mebru near you my neck. Sikadia basa. Proye can dream little as Coco football, their friend in nepotism. A year abuse of power. A year a memoir to me. Yadea at a cabin state sponsored terrorism. She said, a buying work with Nassau. Now, to me, Eshe Mranti Kutupa. A song at demo me too. Say, among country, and this is also about more while as well. You're quite to about after 2020. Now, and also no, you're born upon what you two, a moment. I'm a no cassie, a binary on your moshi. Nancy, the other two can say, a review of Canada say, a bino ama. State security apparatus, STG, armed robbery on here because almost so many people a woman anymore. When you behave like that in government, now what they can't Sikasem Omatoto na say ayane basa economic
Ekosiisen
mismanagement na.
M'ahiasem.
It is not surprising. Say the citizens of the country will be angry or normal 280 because in fact almost every government elusu aba ewa Ghana abakwasemu at least since 1992. It has been based on unmet expectations of the electorate. I don't know, it is clear, even though it is not the outcome of polls, it is a position that all right-minded Ghanaians will agree with based on the objective facts on the ground. And what and almost say, a woman say MP4 will lose the next election in 2024 because of their poor performance. Almost to say the NDC will want to revitalize their chances. Just say, almost with a new candidate. But that arrangement has nothing to do with the decision that the electorate will take based on their circumstances. NDC for as a party, we have the right to determine which is the best outcome. It is a yakwakoyi kandinia, and never be brilliant. It is kind of. Yawo obi a waye mampanida.
Ekosiisen
A modern ma NDC before more modern. Everybody agrees that this is the worst performance by any government under the Fourth Republic by several indicators. Nipa yabo ni din say anhwe ya obena din say obesan ejina piomon. He has superior records in many of these areas. So that is an advantage. At nipa no so no yedna kwa about order and obi at the very least at least between 10 to 15 years you've been involved in media work. It's one in pass. The FNO face and name recognition in politics. So candidates not very successful. As say Akwalakra, sorry, no, because they say why no money prayer. That means that your message has sunk and people are aware of what you stand for. As opposed to bringing a new candidate, you will need about 1 or 2 electoral cycles to market the person. And that's what I'm making. The third point is say, Sandy Peso, but in about 1.5 years ago. The modern mono for a previous performance here, because we moved from about 4.5 million to about 6.2 million votes, which is a huge and significant jump. What's your parliamentary performance in this one? You see that we almost have a hang parliament, almost 50-50.
Yeah.
It's based on these objective parameters. There's no political party. Because I'm going to change the candidate in order to revitalize our chance. When it is clear, it is almost certain that because of MPP for modern and so they will lose. And also, Obi, at least since the beginning of 2021, there have been a number of polls by independent organizations, making scientific electoral polls. President Mahama has been pitched against both Bawumia and Alan. Nipa do go to say they are the leading contenders in the MPP. And he has beaten all of them based on the very reasons here at Media Maui. So both scientific and unscientific analysis shows. So the man stands head and shoulders above anything and everything the MPP has to offer. Because their performance has been so abysmal. They don't come close to the record that the man will present in an election. I'm not going to dismiss EIG because the truth is that even though they don't do scientific analysis or polls, their predictions based on their recognized expertise have come to pass on many occasions. Of course, in 1 or 2 instances, they have also proven to be inaccurate. But it is not sufficient to dismiss the work they do. But many of their projections are based on reasonable expectations. So we will be why we die in the same way. You won't have a difficulty with. So this is my assessment of the election. The most important point is that baseline, the MPP has not met the expectation of the electorate. And so Ghana when and Ghana for Beji to me in 2024.
Okay.
That is what this report is about.
In the one certainty, and it is certain based on our report, we said the MPP will lose 2024, and only a certain.
Sure, but Obi, I don't think that it will even be fair to suggest that we needed the EIU to tell us. First of all, Yankasa, based on the recent electoral history, to me, actually, must say there's a certain trend in the voting in and voting out of parties in government. And then there has not been a significant departure from that. I thought you know, the conditions are nipa do na gina so e de to omaba e kire omadwen wa ban bi modern bo in the past no have worsened as I speak to you. So there is almost a certainty that because of unmet expectations, any anxiety, any nipa ebua enyo kwan oman no yafa so ebu ni sisi and intino, they will protest against the MPP electorally in 2024 because when every election is a referendum on the incumbent. And I wouldn't also say in pure electoral science, it is incumbent parties that lose power because of their actions and
inactions. Yeah.
It is on very rare occasions. And the opposition may tilt the balance because of one set of facts or the other. And then that is where the incumbent has performed to meet reasonable expectations. But Ghana High TV, I don't think that there's any objective analyst who can say the MPP has satisfied the electorate in the way that we expected that they would.
Because of the duopoly we have in the system, and it's almost again certain, say, if it is not the NPP, then it will be the NDC. And the EIU say, based on baseline survey, any BB or Mayano, the NPP is going out of power in 2024. Then they look at the next probable party, which may have former government, which is the NDC. And they've said, yes, the MPP will lose, but the NDC can only come to power without John Dramani Mahama. If you are to put any premium on that assessment now, 1 to 10, what they saying about so? What will be the value on that assessment? Say without Mahama, then the NDC can win. With him, they cannot win.
They have not said without Mahama, the NDC cannot win. So more media, you project an accurate reflection of what you wrote. Almost say the NDC will seek to revitalize our prospects. That's all. It is just like Okobobo. You win the match. That's the setting. And they say those days are not House of Hope. You are from 64 battalions. Now you say scores near and maybe that's it. So you can win by 6 goals to 0. You can also win by 2 goals to 0 and win.
Yeah.
So I must say. So the EIU4 can say, maybe we will win 3-0 with Mama. But at the time we will win 6-0. But it is victory nonetheless. But what is certain and cast in stone is that the MPP will lose. The MPP will lose what? It means that the NDC has won. That matter. It doesn't even matter who we bring. It means that we have won. But the reason why that will happen is that MPP former the monster, the referendum will return a negative verdict. It does not mean say, NDC for no. We should be complacent. Indeed, we have a responsibility to convince the electorate. So not only has the MPP been terrible and disastrous in the management of the country, but that we will improve on their performance. Out of respect for the electorate, we must do that. And we will do that. We will show. Yeah, that's say no more than one, and I say no, papa asking MPP for. So that one we acknowledge in all humility, and we will do it. We are not a party that is known for complacency. It's a broad 2020 both organizationally and policy-wise, to ensure that Ghana for any assault, but as for the MPP, when they say come rain or high water, and then they say boy, or modern ma and they will lose. Of course, we know say aside that, because they are also aware say they will lose, they may try to make up for lost time. Maybe and then they will use underhand dealings. If I say something, I'm going on on Kawan, on Philly, they send terrorists to harass us in Iowa's West Woman. They send the same terrorists to go and kill people during the 2020 elections. They may do the same in 2024, except that this time we will be prepared for them. And then the people of Ghana would have made up their minds. Now, said you better than so for me, that is a context within which you need to analyze the
analyze the report,
understand what they have done, what they have said, exactly what they have said, and what is the basis for what they have said.
Two questions, Felix. Questions, Felix. Number one, and it's you've been in government before, and would you say in governance, 2 years, a lot of time to change a lot of things. From some of the findings about Aban performance, because I recall, they mentioned the economy, they mentioned corruption, they mentioned infrastructure and all of that. 2.5 years to the next election, and ye bibia Aban betimi a change. You want to me bibia and fancy sasa man.
Obi, very important. Sir, we remind me, and our kind of say, there comes a time when the electorate no longer listens to the government. In terms of real performance between 2013 or even say 2014 to 2016, many governments have not done it before. The kind of effort I had this year. But by the time elections now people had made up their minds already. So nothing convinced them because there were some expectations. Not only have they gone beyond that point, the problems are the time left is simply not sufficient to resolve it. And that's also they don't even appear to acknowledge the extent of the problem. And they are not willing to do it. So nothing much significant will change from the situation we want to see. Other deficits are 20 because of reckless election related expenditure, 15.7. It will take you 5 to 6 years to break it. Answer now about it will take 5 to 6 years. And 5 to 6 years now will be a period of extreme pain. Or Ghana for they will make up their minds on you. So you must demonstrate exceptional work. The top decision, one of our biggest problems is Abra about 3-4 weeks ago about so-called measures to mitigate the problems. So one to say there was no indication that they would do anything about the debt. At the end of first quarter, economy could not bear 400 billion because of depreciation in the currency. So the indication is that it will worsen, and as it worsens, it will inflict more pain on the people. Deficit, currency depreciation, and all the problems we have. There does not appear to be a clear-cut approach to getting out of it. If it is true, say even a day in politics is long, but from where we stand and where all objective-minded people stand, the decisions they need to take, and I'm on to resolve these problems now. It does not appear that they are even willing to acknowledge and take them. So the problem is going to worsen. The improvements will not be significant to assuage the sensibilities of NIPA or unemployment is about 13.4%. Real strategy to address that, apart from ad hoc, fanciful slogans, there does not appear to be any clear-cut, major, significant effort to address unemployment. Even allowance, last day, we'll be sending a message to show I listen. Complain about national service allowance. So in a situation like that, where is the hope on the horizon for young people? The millions of unemployed Ghanaians so 2.5 years is long. But say if you are not And you bet you the decisions they took that have plunged us in this hole were terrible decisions. They have inflicted pain and will continue to inflict pain. And I believe, say, Sisiano, Ghana for almost your majority, in the next 2 months they will do so. And nothing will assuage the thing.
Fellas,
position you be position and we Ghana for betting command a pass to me. Yet the is a pa I didn't put to a minor a bit to Ghana for him. Now you way and that's what based on the reality and feasibility of your proposals, Ghana for any other argument, no matter what come 2024.
And my final question, as they indicated in the report, say, I was say NDC, energize one machinery for this election. In your estimation, that does not include changing your 2020 flag bearer, right?
Not at all, Obi. In fact, if there's anybody who energizes the NDC's rank and file, it is President Mahama. Would they test it? One day, just volunteer to be the MC of any of our programs, purely for purposes of experiment. Engage the reactions of party folks to the presence of President Mahama and anybody else that Usuzu say, or per se, Odi Ekani. You understand me?
Yeah, but you don't need just the party folks to win the election.
There's also a scientific basis for assessing acceptability.
Okay.
Obi, you cannot go into elections and hope to win if you do not have overwhelming support in your own party.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you need people outside of the party too. It is true. But if the support in your party is wishy-washy, you can't even hope to gather the Wofian. The Wofian won't be more where then cover the Wabon. So you need to have overwhelming support, unflinching support, unadulterated support in your own party. And Sana, waiting up about it. I thought you don't know. What will be the basis for not wanting to support Mama if you are a Ghanaian, as opposed to supporting the people who have supervised the most catastrophic economic conditions under the Fourth Republic? What will be the basis? Ghana for Eko to Obama, President Mahama, Nana Akufo-Addo. Now, and yes, I've been paid. No, President Mahama. There was no other reason apart from the fact that they may have been satisfied with our output in 2016, and then they had hoped, say, President Akufo-Addo's proposals, ama ahoto abo my brother. It is a mama President Akufo-Addo and then na pound for the coin. Ama oma be so man anymore. Na influence on which you. Ongo compound committee and yama ejija esina abro mo ba na. What would be the reason for keeping them? So that alone, senya iya you for actually is sufficient basis to make a decision to kick out the MPP. And then they will look at the next available alternative, the NDC. And we have to demonstrate, say, in view of MPP for the Madema and so now aso many normally to me no in terms of energizing our base, the most important figure who can do that President Mahama, without question. And it will reflect in our processes as we get close to the election. It's as of President Mahama, I did say on Waka Sabia, and Yadia, Metumia. Now say, Ujina Quadia, Ayadia, in both the internal and national elections in 2024.
In 2024.
For all the reasons I was like,
and I hope so the reasons will not just be about the failings of this current government, but also the alternatives you would put on the table,
course.
right?
Why not?
Okay.
We cannot disrespect the elected. Sana, you to me who Ghana winning here. Say, it's say, Nana Akufo-Addo ba oni amode mo enso anything no. Na ya time we are going to the Jubilee House. We must demonstrate a capacity to perform better. We will do that clearly. But as for the fact that the biggest contributor to the decision to remove the MPP from power now is their own failures. It is not in doubt. That is it. Indeed, Obi, every single government that has lost power now, that has been the biggest contributor. Without question. Because say about nobody more you will even look at the alternative.
Yeah.
Like, so we your coach. na player airborne home thing that will park as well. You won't even think about the substitute.
Yeah, but sometimes so the substitute no can offer something better than even the
Yes,
good thing
so
at the
if you
all.
are not player and the player, and as a BBS, but
Absolutely.
if the player is performing at optimal level, you won't change the team unless there's a reason to. So that's it.
Felix, may I not say, I hope say when the policy issues they start here because many some of the Omua 18 on Facebook they comment about why didn't I ask you time I work say because this one says Wilberforce Kojo Abuaje say the host didn't see it wise to ask him how they tackled the unemployment situation which confronted them when they were in power and how they are going to confront the situation when given power. It's a good question, but I thought said the timing is
Oh,
wrong.
no problem.
Because this is not when we will be discussing those issues.
Abra, Akufo-Addo about me. They say they will do better now. Say also they were not asked how they will tackle the unemployment problem around what. So even if they were asked, and all man who buy in my the man no, and then and what the more about Sisiano, a webra. And so Ghana of when say I saw Ghana of when many say I will purpose you will be tempted to send that text. But the point is that the first metric, the first indicator, I should be Ghana for be kind ashe any abandon more. So abandon more they will take a decision to change them. Then they will assess the array of options. And NDC stands top in terms of our ability to present options as so Ghana for. So that will form the basis for the decision.
Very
As
well.
for the policy discussion, we'll get into it.
We'll get there. Felix, may I not say, you're best in yeah, that's it. Felix Kwachio for Sue, aide to the former president, and also he served as deputy communications minister under the SWAL NDC